for 99.89 in CAT 2022. I have a profile of 998 and I did my engineering from NIT Patna. Post that, I have worked with Samsung Noida, and before coming to IMA, I was working as a software engineer. So as per the CAT is coming across the November 26th, I think so, and people are preparing all, and you all be there. So I approached to share my story that because in the past 1 year I was in your shoes preparing for CAT and doing all the things that I needed. So what was my story? I will like to share with you guys. So I had given CAT 2021 in my I think so November 28 and all, and I put 98.3. And as a 98.3, I was very hopeful that I will get calls from the Blackie or the institutes I want to aim for, but to my honest view that I didn't get any call. I got call from CAP, and I did interviews and I was cleared on Udaipur and Raipur and Ansi, but I thought I would have been doing for the Blackie at least. So I tried. I just talked to my peer groups and they suggested, and I also hope that I should make a one more chance and prepare for CAT hard. And the thing that I did was not very to my approachable thing, but I think the things that I did in my, I would say, the gap of 1 year, I would like to share on that part. And surely I would like to share one snippet of my preparation through my PPT. So these are my two, I would say, two phases. The left one you can see GDPI preparation, and the right one is my CAD motivator board. I used to write what is my CAD motivation, and 19.98 was my target score, and I needed 40 in each 120 marks. All sort of things that I needed to do to achieve that score. And this is my GDPI, what I need to prepare about GDPI and all that. Intro, hobbies, acad, work ex, then what weightage holds in other the in all the institutes A, B, C, L, K. I didn't write Indore because I didn't get Indore call. So that's right. And to get on a jinx of it, that how it feels like to be on the second part of the story. This is me. Yeah, from one day to day one at IMA, and to be honest, this feels like a dream to me that I was selected for the IMA, and the whole journey process all said well, and the work hard that I did surely did my go. And I would like to start with my this is my classroom. So yeah, so we were all read on one day, and this is our classroom. So this is it. So coming to the motivation part, that everyone is motivated about doing things and we should do about cracking CAT, but sometimes we tend to make mistakes and we do things that were not that are not allowed, or we did things that people are used to do. But I have devised a strategy or to my like 1 year journey that I would like to share with you guys, and I hope you will get a good inference from my preparation and try to implement in your stages. So without any time, I would like to start with my analysis. So apart from the VRC, LRDI and QA, so I felt I was weak in VRC as an engineer, as a gem profiler. I had scored less in my VRC in my actual CAT of 2021. So I tend to focus more on the VRC part. So this was my topics that I used to prepare for it. So in the strength part, you need to do. I used to do a 7 or 8 minutes time lap. So basically, there are four RCs and VA part. All of you know because it's the September month end, and you guys are preparing for the like last segment of the CAT, giving mocks and all. So I would like to give my 2 cents on the mock analysis part. So I did a 7 8 minutes time cutoff and tried to maximize my attempts. But the point was that I got some correct, I got some attempted, some wrong, and that hampered my scores. So I made a strategy that I will mark only if I get the correct, because accuracy in DRC part means a lot to me. And so I did a correction, unattempted, and wrong wala part. So and the weakness part, I didn't know how to do for the weakness. Then I read extensively. Basically, I read Wikipedia pages, I read Eon articles, I read the newspaper about the things that were occurring in the I would say in the passages, like a John Locke theory, the Plato's theory. There's a scientific research going on. What's implementation? What is the history behind some of the common terms? So what happened was when I used to read the topics and then I used to attempt the RC part. I feel like that I had read this topic in my past and I am able to understand it. And the crux part of RC is to try to understand what the passage or the author trying to say, and based on that, you have to correct the answers. And this helped me a lot. So you guys, if any of you is struggling around the VRC part, try to give a 1 week scenario on the reading of the topics that you think comes mostly in the RC's part. Like it can be a ocean, or it can be climate change, it can be global warming, anything. Try to read extensively so that you get just out of the common jargons that are used in the RC passage. So that will improve your vocab also. So that was my, I would say, cup of tea that I used to have every morning with the newspaper and all that. So moving on to the LRDI part. So I hope that the people I had taken reviews from my peer and all, they all said that LRDI, bro, this is not going to happen. That I had to practice a lot, but at the end of the point in the exams, I used to ponder that, Array, this is not getting. So I had a, I would say, good hand in LRDI. I scored 99 point, I would say 99.8 something, and that I don't remember also, but 99.8 one was my sectional score in LRDI. So what happened is in LRDI there are segments in the topics, I would say. So there are games tournament, Venn diagrams, bar charts, and all the stuff. So I had given so much of marks, approx I would say 120 plus marks. So I had this given that I am able to do this type of things and I will do only this set. So I used to do arrangements, logic, reasoning, networks, missing table only. I used to leave game tournament sometime. I used to leave the hard set that comes in the CAT. So in that scenario also, because I was calculating that I need to score only 3 sets. 3 sets means 15 questions, 45 marks, and that is my segment. Because in 40 minutes paper, when time is less, you have to devise a strategy that comes in your segment. So what I did was I scanned all the 4 to 5 sets in my first to 3 4 minutes. That if there is any set that I had done previously and I can do now also. So the gist part was I will do that only. I will spend 2 3 minutes on that. I will try to decode that set, and I was hopeful that I will decode it. So it built a confidence booster in my first to 10 minutes only. So I started with familiar set arrangements, Venn diagrams, games, tournament. Then there was a cutoff time for every set. For example, I know my arrangement is I would say a strength part, but sometimes arrangement question comes so hard that I was not able to do it. So what should I do? I spend 40 minutes? No. So I made a cutoff time of 5 minutes that if I'm not able to get the logic behind that set in 5 minutes, I would leave that. Sorry, I will leave that and I will not waste more much of time and I will do other set because if there is one set difficult that I'm doing, I can do 2 easy sets or one moderate set. And as per the CAT, I would say I have analyzed the past year papers. In the 4 set scenario, it was like one difficult, 2 moderates, or 2 easy. And in the 8 set scenario, it was like 5 sets were easy to moderate and 2 sets were difficult side. So I was knowing that 6 sets in the 8 set part, and in the 4 set part there will be 3 sets that I will be able to do it. So that was it. And at last, when I had ample of time, I scored my sets, and I need to have hints that I need to solve the 4 set. What to do? I should go to the question. Like if I can put some values from my options and do it with my current part, I would be happy to do it. And that was my crux for the LIDI part. So coming to the QA, mostly people say non-engineers QA is not doable. Engineers can do QA well, but this is not the bifurcation of engineer non-engineer. It's like I have friends who are there here. They said that VRC was easy for us, QA was difficult. Then there are non-engineers also who felt that QA was easy and LIDA was not their part. So for that, I used to follow Drishyam ideology. So I think everybody, any of you guys, all of you have watched the Drishyam 1 and Drishyam 2. So what they have shown in Drishyam that if you do things by your own, that you tend to remember more of it. So what my crux was, I would not read the formulas. I would write the formulas in my notebook. So I had a QA formula book type of thing in my backpack. So I write every formula that I encountered during my mock analysis during my study. So to have that, I know this formula. Now I need to implement it. So when I try to implement the mock test series, sometimes I get the correct answer, sometimes the wrong answer. The wrong answer was because I knew the formula, but I don't know why to apply it and how to apply it. So the next step was I had this mantra: don't let any question surprise you twice. So basically, if there is a question that I didn't solve or I didn't get it, I wrote in that formula book only. that this question I was not able to get it. What was the logic behind it? Why the exam solver did that thing? And I used to write whole of the solution in that book only. So what I did was, when I did next mock and I encountered same question, so I had two choices. Either I will leave that question or I will solve it to the fullest. So that saved my time a lot. And in the QA, I think so 22 questions are there as of now pattern, if I am not wrong. So 40 minutes, 22 question, 2 minutes से भी कम time I would say. So I can't waste a single second on the question that I think I want to generate the marks. So that was my Drishyam ideology for the QA part. And I hope you guys try to do it, because I have seen people struggling in QA part because people tend to exhaust in that part. People solve VRC easily, people solve LRDI, and the QA they said my brain is like on the back bencher and I can't do the QA part. Please, I need to some solve easy questions, but people don't find it easy questions because obviously you tend to solve that this I can solve, this I can solve, but without analysis part you can't. So that's my motto for the QA part for you guys. And trust me, uh, this generated a good result for me, I would say. And so a lot of guys have requested that the time management is the issue for most of working class, most of the college going students, and that we're not able to manage the time and what to do and all that. So I also was not very, I would say, a master of this art, but I tend to do things that was prescribed to for my mentors and my teachers at different places. So I used to make a weekly targets, like starting on the Monday, that till the next Sunday, I have to attempt one mock at least. I have to do analysis of that mock, and I have to do this type of topics again and again so that I am not able to grasp the topics. So what I did was, on the Monday I used to write on my notepad or on my mobile phone that this is my task, and if I'm going to office, I should read 2 3 articles in my journey. If I'm coming back, I used to look out my question that which I was my wrong. After coming to home at night, I used to spend 2 hours at max to do a mock at least, like doing mock on the Monday and then analysis of that mock on the Tuesday part. And because mock analysis for me was the 2 hour journey, that if I'm spending 2 hours on mock, I should spend 2 hours on the mock analysis also. So that was my funda. In the weekends, the party guys and the people who are more of the I want to visit this place, try to schedule your time likewise that you don't hamper your studies, because weekends are the, I would say, you can excel, you can complete your backlog around the weekdays and push up to the Monday again. So in the weekends, I tried to 5 to 6 hours, but usually it happened to 3 to 4 hours. I was happy with my progress in my weekends. Post that, in the Excel sheet, I will show after like 2 3 minutes. They were my Excel sheet. I recorded my progress. That if this topic is done by me, I won't do it again. And what my progress? Red, green, or yellow. Red is I don't know anything about that topic. Yellow I know a little bit. Green is I am mastered that topic. And that was my time management, I would say, segment. And if you people, any of you, like many of the people struggle, but try to have this data recording, because here also we tend to teach that if you record data, you save your time, not waste your time, because that data will help you in the next segments in the 2 3 years or 2 3 months and all that. So yeah, so I would like to show my Excel recordings. This are my mock analysis part. Let me share my screen accordingly. So this was my. So I hope you guys are able to see um, my mock analysis. So this was my test series, and these are my total scores, percentile in every of the mock 4 5 6. Then which question I attempted, which I left out, which was my correct, wrong MCQs. Every type of info that I wanted in my analysis part, correct. I did that question correct. That's good thing. I had a understanding lack of parts, so basically I mapped this into 7 of the segments. That this was my issues. Plus minus one generated score to the score, and then after the quantitative part, I have written this. What I did wrong, that it was easy QA SimCat 9, so I would like to show my SimCat 9 score. I have scored a 59, 57, 59. So these were easy QAs. So I tend to look out at if these are easy QAs, I need to score this much of score at least, and that was my general idea. Same for the VRC part. I would say this was my VRC part. Questions attempted, genres. I tried genres that AI fairness. It was threat to South Korea. So that was genres of my preparation, and this was my inside learnings and all that simcats, and this was my all that. And the next thing I want to show is my scorecard. Uh, this was my. I would like to. This was my scorecard thing of the different levels: red, green, and yellow percentile mapping. This was my target: 37, 42, 54, and how much I need to score in each section. You can see. See this. I would like to say that this I did as of my own only. I wanted to do this because I felt that due to my last year attempt, I won't be able to score as much I target. So I need to analyze my mock test series and do everything possible in my hand and try to do things in the best way possible. So Excel recording is very much helpful for all the guys you are studying now. Try to analyze a mock and try to list down your shortcoming that this was my issue, this I was not able to hamper, and you will see the progress day by day. And I would like to end with my PPT that the resources that I use that are free of cost. You will get on the webpage only. So there is Eon articles, Wikipedia, Bharat list, and the past year papers. So past year papers, so I'm hoping every teachers tell you, and they are boon. Don't waste a past year paper just looking out for the question solutions. Save them. Try to attempt like a mock. Like for example, there is CAT 2021 three papers, slot one, slot two, slot three. After you have done a good amount of preparation, try to solve that slot one paper like your actual CAT mock, so that the score that you get in that CAT 2021, you can map that what percentile would have got if I was sitting in that exam itself. So that will be a judgment of your, I would say, scoreboard or the dashboard that this was my target percentile and this much I am getting. If it is good, then you are going good. If it is there are some shortcomings, try to find it and work on that. So don't waste your passive papers like a sectional or like a normal paper. Save them and attempt it during your, like I would say, October time is very much good for attempting that. And the last thing I want to say, your admin cards would be released by I would October end. So try to give marks on dash slot only. For example, a person A gets its slot in slot a morning slot. A person B gets a slot in afternoon slot. So the person A, according to me, should give marks in the morning slot and try to have a routine that he wakes up early, like 5 to 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., where he's fresh mind and he doesn't have this habit of dozing off or yawning in the actual CAT. For the afternoon people, we tend to eat lunch and have a good sleep around peak. So try to have change their habits only. I'm just describing because this was my mistake in my CAT previous CAT attempt, and I regret that till the moment that I had not cleared this CAT 2022. So you guys have this golden opportunity and golden chance to not miss on the simple tactics that can boost your score. These are the habitual things that will surely help you in the CAT exam that will held on 26th of November. So thank you for the session and the people who have joined, and I would like to open floor for you guys. If you want to ask any of the questions, any of the query related to your preparation or any of the segment that you want help with, or you want to repeat any of the points that I mentioned in my PPT. So over to you guys. So yeah. So I have got a message from the, so there is, so any of the people who are here, so try to ask me the questions and I would be happy to answer your queries here. So I think the queries are resolved and people are there. So with that, I would like to come on the last segment of my CAD journey and the motivation part that I would like to have it. See, guys, CAT is the, I would say, CAT is the thing that you can do now, and you won't regret it, because coming to here doing an MBA doesn't mean that you from a high package or that. You get an experience of the good colleges, world class colleges in the campus. You tend to meet more people. You try to network with people that can help you in your goals. It can be a corporate ladder jump up. It can be an entrepreneurship. It can be a business suit also. So try to have this edge over the others, that you will try to score better in your mocks. That will boost your confidence. That will help in the actual CAT. And for so any of the people who are watching and want to have their queries answered, you do leave in the comment section. I will surely happy to I will happy to answer that. And for you guys, do ping. You can ping on LinkedIn also. And okay, so there is one query about, I am not getting good scores in mocks, no matter how I prepare. So, Mr. Venkat Prasad. So, see, this is why I showed you my Excel sheet. So, it can be how I prepare is not, I would say, try to analyze which section where are you facing the problem. It is VRC, LRDI, or QA. For example, if you're facing in QA part, try to analyze, are you not ready with the formula sheet? If you're not ready with the formula sheet, please make a formula sheet and try to remember the formulas. Try to understand the simple questions and try to attempt that. If it is VRC part, it can be that you spend more of the reading time in the RCS part, or you're not able to understand the vocabulary part. So work on the vocab or the, I would say, the segments in that. And in the VRC, there is one more trick that all will suggest. I also suggest that try to eliminate the option RCs. Four options are there. Try to see which option doesn't fit with the answer. And usually there are only two options that are the dilemma in the dilemma part, and people tend to confuse that only. And if you're not able to score in all of the section, it can be a case. Don't demotivate yourself. Just try to pick up the easy topics in every section. For example, in the RCs, there are informative RCs that are very easy because they are more the info pages. And for example, there is a fish who breeds well and lives in the ocean. Many of the data points are given, and in the question also, it is easy to answer that question. For the LRDI part, missing table, arrangement sets, logical Venn diagram are tend to be easy in the past years also. So I would suggest do Venn diagrams, arrangements, and missing table questions extensively so that you can solve that question in that paper. In the QA, I would say algebra and arithmetic gives you 50% of the paper. So work start with the arithmetic part and then go with the algebra part also. So I would say accuracy improvement should be your key. If you don't know any question, just leave it. It won't give you a negative mark, and then have a gist out of where are you, how much you're scoring, and I'm sure you will score pretty well. And good luck to you. Yeah. So for this, I'd like to end this session and thanks guys for joining. I do wish luck for the preparation, and if there is any query around any of the segment that I shared in my PPT or a general query, do ping me on LinkedIn, Nitin Mangla, or any other help you want. You just can ping me. Thank you.